Hello, guess who got food poisoning and can't edit the videos this week? Let's go right here. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Shadi. I am a black novelist in Japan and I currently have food poisoning. I'm also here to help you write to your heart's content or write your heart's contents, but today's video is going to be a little different because, as I said, I had got food poisoning for the first time in my life as an adult. We'll get into that later, but that's just to say this video is going to be very short and succinct. I hope that I'm not going to be long-winded because I just want to go back to bed, honestly. But I don't know. I wrote a list about stuff to talk about and stuff to do for this video. So first, I do want to say I'm sorry. I have prided myself, yeah, okay, in making these videos and showing up consistently 2 times a week since January 17th. And I was actually just really patting myself on the back about it the other day about how I was able to record even though I was sick and everything, though I was actually down for the count. I recorded just 2 videos and then I was like, oof, I'm not going to be able to make it with this cold. I can't. I'm already working my full-time job while I'm sick and then coming home to record and edit. No, but then I got food poisoning, which I will talk about later, and I'm sorry about the edits. It may be choppy. There might be no edits. I don't know yet. I'm gonna see how I feel after. As long as I can make it through this, okay? But if you're wondering about where's my green, it's obviously on my head. I was too comfortable wearing this, so I was like, just to display some green, this was really close to me and I just put it on top of my head. So okay, food poisoning. How'd I get food poisoning? ChatGPT lied to me, that's how. So picture this. The reason why I'm also making this video is because I know it's the inspiration time of the month, but my mind's all over the place. I had so many things planned, and one of the videos I planned to record 2 days ago when I got food poisoning was going to Miracle World, which will be in a different video. I'm supposed to go with my friend. I pre-recorded the opening and everything, or sorry, not the opening, the intro for that, but I got sick, couldn't go. Anyways, how I got sick. I was in my parents' home in Tanabe. You'll see the background's completely different. When I'm there, it's like brown or wooden. I don't even know what that kind of material stuff is. But anyways, it's not my parents' home. And you know, in my fridge, in my mini fridge in my room, I have umeboshi. And then I also had this pack of udon. I'm going to put up the ChatGPT thing for what I asked it. But basically, I had that for lunch, let's say around maybe 2 p.m. or something. Usually when I'm at my parents' house, unless I have plans, I don't wake up until at least 10 or 11 a.m. So eating around 2 p.m. is pretty on par for me. Anyways, I ate that, skipped to hours later. It's 1 in the morning. My stomach is killing me. Or not even 1 in the morning, it's like 12 a.m. My stomach is killing me. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, it's one thing, these days I have not been sleeping well, but it's different when a pain keeps you up. And I just remember like rocking in my bed, like actively like screaming out loud, like it felt like I don't know what contractions feel like, but I imagine contractions feel very painful, probably worse than what I felt because it was just like food poisoning pain. But I was actively like screaming out loud, rocking back and forth, I'm not understanding what's going on. I'm like, okay, maybe it had to be what I ate earlier, but it's not registering that it's food poisoning at this point in time in my head. And then I'm just gonna say around 5 a.m. I had a really shitty time. And then lo and behold, get to I'd say around 7 a.m. I had a really shitty time. Well, I vomited. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But I feel so bad for my parents because, you know, I'm gonna see if I can find the picture really quickly too. I'm gonna try to put it up of the kid who like comes to their parents after they like, pee the bed or after they vomited or something. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. But at that time, because how can I explain it? My bus that was coming to take me back to Osaka, it was within like 2 hours later, I think, because it was around like 7 a.m. and then I was catching like the 9 a.m. bus basically. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, I just destroyed my room in my Japanese parents' home. Oh my God. So I like rush. I like run to the shower. I go like clean myself up. The shower's in my room, luckily. Thank you, parents, for making me the most wonderful room. But I clean up and then I like put on a mask and I run upstairs and I'm like, ChatGPT translate this to Japanese, and then I explain what happened to my Japanese mother, and then she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm okay. I just expelled everything into the room though, so let me try to clean." I'm like, "Don't come in the room. It's like X-rated stuff in there. Don't come in." And I'm like trying to clean up while also feeling weak, and then they're like, "Well, why don't you just stay? Just stay. You can leave tomorrow." I'm like, "No, I have work." Girl, you stupid. Just that's also a message to other writers. Take it easy. Take a break. You don't have to do everything. Anyways, I had work, and in the end, I had to call out of work. So that was 2 days that I missed. Today, I went back to work just a little bit, but I was able to stomach through it and get through it just fine. And I'm so grateful that my clients are all so kind. We were like laughing and talking about how crazy it is that I had food poisoning in both of the hours I did today. But bless my parents' soul. They were so sweet. And I tell you, I like was low-key panicking because I'm like, I know they're not going to be mad at me, but it is kind of embarrassing for me. Like, I don't even remember the last time I threw up. It has to have been 100 years. And the fact that they were so kind, they were like, "No, just stay. And like, I have work." And then, of course, I couldn't go to work for 2 days, so it didn't matter anyway, but I didn't want to be a burden to them, and I just wanted to go. I don't know, if I had to shit in my home, I wanted to shit in my home as best I could. I hope this video doesn't come back to bite me when I'm rich and famous. Anyways, so went back, basically laid in bed dying for 2 days, and now here I am. So had to cancel all my plans. My friend was supposed to come over and build, maybe that's the jinx, because the last time she was supposed to come over and build my bookshelf 2 weeks ago, I got a really bad cold, and absolutely not. Now she was supposed to come over the other day, yesterday, got food poisoning, she couldn't come over, so I don't know. Yeah, anyways, my biggest message and takeaway from my experience is just, take it easy. I am a really big workaholic. If there's anything my friends say about me, it's that my hustle, my grind, my everything about work related, I take it very seriously. And I also have to say, I work 100 jobs because I love doing 100 jobs. I really love the work I do, and I'm really passionate about what I do. Hence why, even though I'm not feeling 100% today, I still wanted to record this YouTube video and bring about a little bit of inspiration. I don't know if this is inspirational, but we'll get into that in a second. But, I do want to tell you, if you are watching this video and you're a writer and maybe you are like me and you have 100 different jobs or you have to work a lot, take it easy. You don't need to do everything yourself. And I was really reminded of that over the kindness that people showed me over the last 2 days. Like the friend that I had to cancel with, that I wanted to go to Miracle World with, and also to help me with my bookshelf. She's like, "Oh, let me come over and cook for you." I'm like, no, I don't even think I could eat anything right now. Even one of the clients / friends that I met today, she was like, or I was telling her like, "Yeah, I don't even know what to do. Like, I'm an adult and I don't even know what to do when I'm 6 at age 30. She's like, "Oh, no. Anytime you feel bad, like, call me. I'm like, "I can call you?" She's like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, I am surrounded by such, like, of course, it's one thing in Tanabe, which is the countryside, to have such a really, like, strong community. It's the countryside. Everyone's really kind and really supportive there. So I know no matter what, when I'm in the countryside, I'm very well taken care of. Like, that's why my parents were asking me to stay. But even here, like, I think in Osaka, I have a really strong community of just very kind people that if anything happens to any of us, we're all willing to take care of each other, to help each other, and I'm just really blessed. That's why I also want to get this writing community started, so that we can always be there for each other and to help each other. And baby steps. But if you are a writer and you're watching this, or if you're working on anything and you feel sick or bogged down or just stressed, please be kind to yourself. Take it from someone who begrudgingly had to message her clients like, I'm so sorry, I have food poisoning, can we please reschedule to next week, or can we reschedule when I'm feeling better? That was really hard for me to do. Like, even when I had a cold, I was wearing 100 masks. I'm sorry, I have a cold, let's keep our distance, but let's keep going with work. That was very tough for me to have to call out, but I'm very happy I did, because I needed to rest and I didn't want to vomit on anyone while working. So there's that. What else did I write? Really quickly, I just wanted to tell this story. So as I said, I, first of all, had a really bad cold like 2 weeks ago, I believe. Then I also had allergies. And if you know Japanese allergies, I've gotten more used to it over the years, but sometimes they be hitting. My Japanese mother, it hits her really hard too. But I've been going through that, and my Japanese teacher and I went out of town. We went to Gobo, and we were chilling in the food court, and I was telling her like all this stuff that was going on with me and what was happening. She's like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen next. She said something along those lines, or she said, oh, what if this happens next? And I was like, immediately, knock on wood, knock on wood. I knocked on the table of the food court we were at, and I was like, oh, kami-sama, yamete kudasai, yamete kudasai. I literally, just like that, I was like, stop, I'm done, no more. And then what do you know, 2 days later, I got food poisoning. Actually, I'm gonna say even right after that happened, so I was telling her, well, maybe I have bad karma right now or something, I don't know. And then I dropped my, hold on, because my purse is right here so I can show y'all. This fell off my bag, and my sensei and I had been going around the food court. So we went to get ice cream, and then we went to get coffee, and then all this other stuff. So we were hopping seats basically, and it was graduation time for the high school students. It's March now, and I guess one of the girls saw us kind of hopping around, so she knew that the Nick doll was mine. So it fell on the floor, and I didn't notice it, and we'd already moved to a different seat because we were like just sipping on coffee and talking or whatever. And this girl approaches me with the Nick doll, and she's like, "Sumimasen, anata no." I'm like, "Oh my god, my baby! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! Oh my god, thank you, thank you, thank you!" Like, I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omedetou gozaimasu, because she graduated. So congratulations on graduating. And then I, like, in the middle of talking with my sensei, I'm like, wait, I'm gonna go buy her some chocolate to thank her for, you know, finding my doll and giving it to me. I'm really, that doll that you just saw is actually a gift from my Japanese big sister, so it means a lot to me. Plus it has my Japanese omamori, this cute little love charm, so that I can find a husband this year. So I like run to the store, I go get her these like chocolates, just something super small. Then I'm like, congratulations on graduating, and thank you so much for giving me my doll, it's my baby. And then she's like, her and her friends are like, oh my god, no, you don't have to. I'm like, no, take it, congratulations. And then bye. She was so cute. Her and her friends were so cute. Like, I wish I was young again. I wish I could graduate again. I mean, I could get my PhD, but anyways, after that, I jokingly told her, well, I guess that's my good karma. We left the food court. 10 minutes later, I'm like, oh wait, because I wear skirts all the time. So I'm like, wait, my tights are slipping. Let me try to pull up my tights. I go 1, 2, and my tights ripped. I immediately just dropped to the floor like, oh my god, what is happening? And she's like, oh my god, it's okay. We can go get you new tights. We're in the mall anyway. I'm like, Lord, what did I do? Anyways, that happened. It was fun to joke about, but then getting food poisoning, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna say it again for probably the second or third time. Kami-sama, yamete kudasai. Please, I've done, I don't know what I did wrong in a past life, but I never experienced no shit like this. Never in my life. I'ma hope I never have to experience this. Well, yes, it is my fault. It is ChatGPT's fault that I got freaking food poisoning for lying to me. I should also be an adult and know better than to eat food that is way past its best by date. And my mother wonders why I don't give her grandbabies. I'm still a baby. I mean, there is the fact that I'm still single, but anyways, on to the inspiration part of this video so that I'm not dragging it on and I can go back to bed. I did want to mention that since I have been just laying in bed, snotting and rotting and dying from food poisoning the last couple of days. I just kind of read manga in between my migraine. I had a really bad migraine for the last 3 days, and it just let up like a couple hours ago, which is why I can record this video. But I'm gonna put the picture up on the screen. I started reading this new manhwa. It's a Korean manhwa called I don't know, it's gonna be up on the screen or whatever. But it's about this girl who's a writer, and she kind of falls for this guy that is not it. It's like he's a sly fox. You can tell, we as the readers can tell, he's kind of just playing with her. And she can't tell. She's like, is he playing with me? Is he not? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Wakatte itemo. I can only think the Japanese title. Wakatte itemo. Nevertheless, the Korean drama and the Korean manga, Nevertheless. I read the manhwa. I did not finish watching the drama though. Anyways, it kind of gives me along those lines, but maybe this main character is a little smarter. She basically falls for him in the span of 10 days kind of, and I can see how she fell for him, but as a reader, and even as at my age, I'm just kind of like, I probably would have heavily avoided him after seeing some of his behavior. I get it, he doesn't know what he wants. I get it, he put distance between them for 100 reasons, but the main character kind of snapped back. When he tried to lie to her, she ran to the airport to meet him after he broke off some plans right before he was supposed to leave, and he lied saying, well, I'm going to the terminal, so I'll just see you in 4 months when I come back or whatever. Very nonchalant, brushing her off, whatever. But it turns out he didn't know it, but she was kind of right behind him when that happened. And then he turned around and then he saw her and he's like, oh shit. And then he realized he got caught in a lie. And he's like, well, this is the best I can do for you. And then he gave her his umbrella because it was raining like hell outside. And in the split second, something kind of snaps in her. Usually she's very quiet and docile, but then she was like, what the hell? She threw the umbrella at him, and she's like, you know what? I hope when you're on that cruise ship, you have no Wi-Fi, that what else? You get motion sickness, and that all this other crazy stuff happens to you. Don't ever contact me again unless you want to die. And then she goes off, and then she decides to use it to her leverage after some really crappy things happened to her. And basically she needs to make some money, and she's a pretty good writer, so she decides to base a character off of him, and she kind of takes her pain and changes it into something. I really like that message, and that's also before I even read that manhwa. I was thinking, now that I got food poisoning, I've never had food poisoning before, so if anyone asks me to describe it, I can only describe it very shallowly or from what I find from accounts on Reddit or something. But now that I've actually had food poisoning and I know what it feels like, I could write this into a story. So I really get the message of take your pain and change it into gain or something like that. Again, oh my god, time is flying. Sorry, been 18 minutes. All right, and the last little bit I'm gonna leave you guys with is a post I saw. I don't know if this is the real Haruki Murakami. Oh, it's the Haruki Murakami webpage, his fan page, I guess. But someone wrote, and this is what Haruki Murakami-san said about Absolutely on Music. He said, ... you can't write well if you don't have an ear for music. The two sides complement each other. Listening to music improves your style. By improving your style, you improve your ability to listen to music. So how did I learn how to write? From listening to music. And what's the most important thing in writing? It's rhythm. No one's going to read what you write unless it's got rhythm. It has to have an inner rhythmic feel that propels the reader forward. So there's a lot listed about that, but I did feel like just reading that, I don't know how it popped on my phone. I guess because I was chronically scrolling at that point, but it popped up, and I just thought maybe that's something a little inspirational that you need to hear. As someone who also writes lyrics and really, adores music, I thought it was worth mentioning a little bit. So I hope you can take what I said about the manga, use it to your benefit as inspiration, use me as inspiration to live a healthy life and not listen to ChatGPT all the time, because Then I also hope you can take Murakami-san's words and, I don't know, make some lemonade out of that. But I'm gonna end the video here because I do want to get back to bed. I'm sorry, I'm happy that I can at least keep up posting today, at least, but I'm sorry it's not like usual, and I'm not sure how the next couple of videos are gonna play out. Some are pre-recorded, but at the same time, I may have to push the content down a week. I'm still trying to figure out what to do, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. I'm sorry it's very all over the place and I'm just talking to the camera like this, unscripted, but thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and really please take care of yourself. You can catch my writing playlist up above. I actually kind of like the sprout thing on my head. This is kind of cute. Should I make this a thing and just go out? No, I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I embarrassed myself in my parents' home. Oh, I gotta go back there next month too. I don't have to go back, but I'm kind of embarrassed a little bit. It's okay. We're family. Writing playlist up above just for y'all. You can catch my next video on Wednesday when I'm feeling 100% better, I hope. We're almost there, almost there. I was able to stomach real human food today, so yeah. Thank you for sticking around. If this is your first time seeing me, I promise I'm not always this chaotic. I usually have myself a little more together with scripted content. It's just I had food poisoning and I want to put out a video and I want to keep up what I've been saying I would keep up with. So yeah. Anyways, I will catch you in the next video, and until then, I hope you can stay happy, safe, healthy, unlike me, and remember, write your heart's contents. Bye!